Okay, today we're going to talk about the use of plants. Okay, now what this filter does is, talked about it before, water comes up and it slowly seeps down into the pipe. Now, as time goes on, the bacteria builds up on these porous surfaces, creating nitrifying bacteria. Well, ammonias, you have to have this bacteria to change the ammonia from the water life, okay, because those are creating ammonia, dying plants, stuff like that. That's going to create ammonia. The bacteria is going to change it into a nitrate and a nitrite. And basically what it's going to do is, when you have the plants in here, they are eating all of that nutrients, okay? So what it does is it provides food. Well, in process of it providing food, it allows your plants to grow like crazy, okay? Now, with that being said, what that's doing is removing your nasty nitrates out of your water, in turn keeping healthy waters. Now, this isn't the only filtration I have on here. This biological filtration. Down here, I have a form of mechanical filtration. Just, it's filter floss, quilt batting, and that just helps polish the water a little bit. But also, same thing, bacteria grow in there, gets pumped back up to here, thus helping a plant growth. Now, you don't have to necessarily grow aquatic plants in these things. Like here, I just took a cutting off of a pepper and trying to propagate it in the water. So it's a test. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but that's how you kind of create these things. It's all it's all trial and error. So you don't have to grow aquatic plants, so to speak, in a bog filter. Now, naturally, a bog filter, you want to have the rocks all the way up and have it above your standpipe. But I like to have, I don't know, I keep some duckweed in here, some other little stuff. But what I try to do is, for my other tanks, try to propagate aquatic plants. So right here is hydrilla. This is another native aquatic weed here that we have in Florida. The roots are starting to take on that, but I'm growing all types of stuff in here that probably shouldn't be growing. These are some form of clover. It's kind of in the water lily family. Houseplants, pothos, as you can see, got a new shoot going on there. So you don't have to necessarily have aquatic plants. You can have house plants in here as well. Bamboo. So like I said, you can grow house plants in here, and same rules going to apply. All this is doing is basically taking a plant, placing it in a substrate, and allowing it to propagate. So as you can see right there, that's a brand new shoot out of one of the nodes. This specific plant, super weird. It likes to grow towards the sun, so where you might have it upright, it'll end up laying itself down. Same thing over here. As you can see, it's kind of doing its own thing, and that's good. You let it do what it wants, because that's how it's going to grow. You want your plants nice and happy. It does take some time for these things to take. It's best to propagate your plants maybe in some water just to get them rooted and kind of used to it, because this is definitely going to have a more harsh pH than tap water, so to speak. It's going to be a little more acidic. That's just naturally because it's wastewater essentially. But basically what this allows is, this is real early stages for this filter. Eventually this is going to grow up huge like this, and it's going to mimic a wetlands. Now, all these plants, not to say that everything you see here is going to survive. Like I said, it's trial and error. Some things really like the water, some things really don't. Right here I have small basil shoots that I grew from seed. They're still alive. That doesn't mean that they're gonna really take off and grow in here. The idea is hopefully they do. If they don't, we'll figure out another option. But there's all types of stuff that you can put in these. Like I said, it's really just trial and error and see what works and what doesn't. And you know, sometimes you get lucky and you find something that really works good. One of my favorites right now is definitely going to be the bamboo. Unfortunately, you can't put bamboo in a turtle tank because it's toxic to the turtles. You can't allow them to eat, but if you look down there at the root base, they're definitely taking off. And these things are super easy to maintain. It's, you know, as they die, these sprouts will grow. Right here I have a brand new one coming off, and you just peel off the old stuff and it creates your stock. You can do some pretty cool things with these. You can tie them up. People do all types of cool stuff, so you can make it a little more aesthetically pleasing. I know my setup isn't aesthetically pleasing, but it works, right? So that's the whole premise of this channel, is just kind of show you guys that you can make these things very cheap. And if you wanted to, you could get fancy and build a wood box around this, stain it, burn it, whatever you want to do. That's the beauty of what we do. My other tank, I made the entire base of it out of white pine, unpressure treated, and I burned it, and then I rubbed it down with teak oil. So, but as you can see, it works. We are going to be doing a water change on this here soon. Probably going to give it like another 3-4 weeks. We'll end up doing filter clean out on this, and most likely a back flush on this, and I will show you guys an in-depth video on how to do that and how that clean out valve really truly comes in handy. We have our little DIY bubbler here. It's been working great, really trying to keep the mosquito population down out of this. We live here in Tampa Bay, Florida, so we get very hot, and mosquitoes tend to love water. If you guys have any questions or suggestions, please reach out in the comments. If you guys like what I'm putting out, definitely slap a like on there. It really helps channel outreach. And if you like what we're doing and want to see more, subscribe. We got plenty videos coming. I've been working on a bunch. Got a bunch of stuff recorded. I just need to do some editing, and we'll be pushing videos out as many as I humanly can, as fast as I can. All right, guys, take care. Stay safe. Thanks.